2 years, that's how long I spent spinning my wheels trying to figure this out on my own, spending nothing but time I'll never get back, all while sitting at my job I couldn't stand. So I built something different, a step-by-step beginner's roadmap built around one problem, one person, and one traffic source, because that's all you actually need to start building residual income, and I'm giving it away for free. I wish someone had given me this when I first started, honestly. I really do, because when I first looked into making money online, I had zero idea on where to begin. I'd watch one video that said do this, and then another that said do the complete opposite. And I'll end up more confused than when I first started. The whole time I'm dragging myself into a job I didn't really want to be at, coming home exhausted, trying to squeeze an hour here or there trying to figure this out. Sound familiar? Here's the thing. Most beginners fail because they start in the wrong place. I know that because I was one of them. Jumping from idea to idea, platform to platform, shiny object to shiny object. One week it was dropshipping, the next crypto, the week after that, some random course someone was selling me on a YouTube ad. None of it stuck because I never gave any single thing enough time or focus to actually work. And that's the part nobody talks about. The problem isn't that there's no information out there. There's too much. 1,000 voices telling you 1,000 different things, and you end up paralyzed. You don't move forward. You just spin. I spent 2 full years in that cycle. 2 years of feeling productive while running in circles, watching the same miserable Monday morning alarm go off week after week. Now, here's where it gets interesting. When I finally started making progress, it wasn't because I found some secret strategy or a magic formula. It was because I made one simple decision. I picked one specific problem I wanted to solve for a specific type of person. That's all. Not a broad topic, not helping people make money online in some vague, undefined way. One clearly defined problem. One clearly defined person, a real human being with a real frustration I actually understood because I've lived it myself. That single decision is what finally got me moving forward instead of going in circles. Before it, every day I felt like starting over from scratch. After it, I had a direction, something I could actually build on. Let me be clear about something, because this tripped me up for a long time. You don't need expensive software or thousands of pounds to get started. You really don't. I genuinely believed I needed a paid email autoresponder, a professional website, a logo, a ring light, and some kind of fancy funnel builder before I could even take my first step. That belief cost me months of doing absolutely nothing while I waited until I felt ready, because that was the biggest trap. Isn't the lack of money, it's trying to learn everything all at once. Email marketing, social media, paid ads, SEO, content creation, video editing, all of it simultaneously, all while trying to hold down a full-time job and have some kind of life. That's not a strategy, that's a shortcut to burnout. And I nearly burnt out more than once going down that road. Instead of pick one traffic source, just one. If you're comfortable on camera, start with video. If you'd rather write, start with short form content. If you've got more time than money, lean into organic reach. Whatever it is, pick one lane and commit to it. Learn how it works, show up consistent, and get better at it week by week. That's how momentum actually builds, not by being everywhere all at once and doing all of it badly. The people I've watched make real progress online all have one thing in common. They went deep on one platform before they ever thought about adding a second. Now think about this. How many times have you come across someone online and just thought, trust that person? What made you feel that way? It wasn't the flashiest graphics or the most polished editing. It was because they showed up. They were real. They talked about the things that actually went wrong, not just highlighted real. They were actually helpful without making you feel like you were being sold. something every 30 seconds. And that's the next piece I really want you to hear. Build trust before you try to make sales. People can smell a pitch from a mile away, especially online, but when you're generally helping people, when you're honest about your own journey, including the parts where you got it wrong, and you share what you've learned without dressing it up, that's when people start to listen. That's when they come back. That's when they eventually ask, okay, what are you actually doing? How do I do this? Consistency beats perfection every single time. I used to sit on a piece of content for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, trying to get it perfect before I post it. Rewriting the same paragraph, re-recording the same 30 seconds. You know what that got me? Nothing. Because I was polishing one post into the ground. The other people were showing up every day with something useful, and they were the ones building the audience. One helpful post a week, every week, for 6 months compounds into something real. One post every 3 months doesn't. So you might be wondering, alright, what do I actually do first? Where do I start? That's the literal first step. That's exactly the question I kept asking myself. I was piecing things together from random YouTube videos, free PDFs, Reddit threads, forum posts from 2019. None of them connected. There was no order to any of it. No clear step 1, step 2, step 3, just noise layered on top of more noise, each source contradicting the last. That's exactly why I put together my free beginner's guide. Here's what makes it different from everything else you've probably already downloaded and never opened past page 4. It's not another bloated ebook packed with theory that you'll never use. It's focused, step-by-step roadmap built around one problem, one person, and one traffic source. The exact same framework I described earlier in this video. It tells you exactly what to do first, what to do next, and why the order matters. It covers how to identify the specific person you're trying to help, how to narrow down to a single platform so you're not stretched thin, and how to start showing up in a way that actually builds trust over time. I built it for the person I was 2 years ago, the one who just needed someone to say, here's step 1, and now do this next. Stop overthinking and just start here, because here's the most honest truth. The longer you stay stuck in research mode, the longer you stay stuck. Every week you spend trying to figure out the perfect entry point is another week you're still setting that alarm for a job you don't really want to be at. I've lived that. And one of the things I wished I'd understood sooner is that starting imperfectly and adjusting as you go beats waiting until everything is perfect and never starting at all. Every single time, a friend pointed me towards a system that completely changed how I looked at building income online. I saw the potential and went all in. For the first time in a long time, I felt generally hopeful, fired up even, because it was simple, it made sense, and it actually worked without needing to become some kind of tech genius overnight. Look, if you've made it this far, you're clearly not someone who's just going to scroll past and do nothing. So here's what I suggest you do next. Go and grab the free guide. It's a roadmap, and the link is in the description down below. If you're serious about building a real residual income, the kind where you're not just trading hours for dollars every single week, go and check out the turnkey residual income system at that same link. 80% of every dollar comes back to you, and there's a done for you sales system that handles the selling for you. Everything you need to understand what it is and whether it makes sense for you is right here.